Good morning everyone, SMT is back again with another weekly update or summary discussion with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We're in week number 4, and the interesting thing with this week is not only were there more announcements that interested me, like personally, this week started on a Sunday, not a Monday, no, it started on a Sunday. It was weird. I'm so sorry I haven't done any of the analyses, guys. I'm so sorry. It's so weird with this thing. Like, this happened last year, too. Like, when June ended, I'm, like, losing, like, hype or motivation to make the videos. Like, it's so weird. I'm gonna be busy this weekend, so I at least have an excuse for not uploading anything other than this. But still, I feel so bad. I want to do the analysis so bad. I still gotta do Kirby. And Kirby is arguably one of the most changed characters when it comes to Smash Ultimate, as far as we know at the moment. But this week started on Sunday. I almost said Monday. Sunday, July 1st, 2018, with a 20 character trailer video of Sonic the Hedgehog. This speedy fighter has a lot of rush type attacks. His final smash, Supersonic, lets him fly around the stage at an incredible speed. Of course, he was one of my mains in Smash 4. I messed with him a little bit in Brawl, but Smash 4 is where I really used him a lot. You guys know me for my Sonic content. It's not just for show, it's not just for his games. Sometimes I try to represent him in Smash 2. So far, he seems as good as in Smash 4. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what was changed. I know they nerfed his spin dash, so it stops immediately when it hits a shield, and when you charge up a spin dash, you can't hit shield and cancel it. So the spin dash is a lot more riskier to pull off. But they buffed his aerials, they nerfed his throws. Sonic still seems like he's going to be one of the better characters in Smash Ultimate. Sonic is a rush down fighter, like a mix between rush down and a bait and punish character. Because he's the fastest character in the game, you have to capitalize on his speed, to go ham with stage control, learn like a lot of his moves, just so you could go in on your opponent and make them nervous, or if they try to bust out an attack, you can run away, go back in, and punish them when the iron is hot. Like, Sonic is like one of the best characters because he is ridiculously fast, and he has good aerials as well. The fact that his aerials got buffed, that makes me think his aerial mobility and his combo game is going to be better, although I think his forward throw and up throw got nerfed. As if his throws needed more nerfs, because Sonic already had a hard time killing with his back throw, but Sonic is still a really good character. I don't doubt he's going to be up there in the top 10 when it comes to Smash Ultimate. I kind of hope he does. For some reason, a lot of people in the Smash community or Smash 4 community don't like Sonic for some reason, yet I do. I'm not the only one too, but I think Sonic's one of those annoying characters just because so many people abuse the spin dash, although it makes sense why, that he still has a lot of different options and moves to do. So I get why people are upset about that. And the Sonic theme doesn't stop there. It's still Sunday, July 1st. They feature Knuckles the Echidna as an assist trophy. Knuckles attacks nearby fighters with his fist. He can also dig into the ground and then attack with an uppercut, so be careful. I love that they're upgrading Knuckles from trophy status to assist trophy. He seems like one of the first Sonic characters to put as an assist trophy next to Shadow, so I love that he does that. It's weird that they didn't give him a glide, though. I guess it would be kind of slow. All he does is jump, homing attack, and dig in the ground. It's literally Sonic, but you get to dig in the ground. You don't control him, but still. And I like what they did with Knuckles. I feel like they could have done Knuckles a little bit better, but the fact that he's an assist trophy all alone, I love that a lot. And there's this whole talk around Echo Fighters, because it seems like something Sakurai wouldn't highlight unless it meant something bigger than just talking about Daisy or giving Dark Pit and Lucina a label. And there's no sight of Shadow to be found. So many people are throwing around the idea that Shadow isn't an assist trophy and that he's going to be an Echo Fighter for Sonic. I'm going to make a video on this, trust me, because you're playing with my heart right now. Why? God damn it, Sakurai. God damn it, Smash Community 2. But for all we know, Shadow could be an assist trophy with Knuckles too. It could easily, like, not go the way we expect. We could easily be setting up ourselves for disappointment. I know. I get it. Oh, I want Shadow in Smash so bad. One of my more realistic characters, Viridi, is my most requested character for Smash Bros. Realistically. But anyone out there, like video game wise, like I don't mean like comics or anime or whatever, Shadow is up there. Viridi is like number 2, Shadow is number 1. I want Shadow the most when it comes to Smash Bros. Viridi is an insanely close second. I swear to God. Do you know how crazy I would get if I knew Shadow was playable? You guys have no idea. You have no freaking idea. I wanted Shadow in Smash since like half a decade ago when Smash 4 was like ripe with news and shit. Oh my god, I would kill for Shadow to be in Smash Brothers. I hope, but I'll get to it later, maybe in another video. But Knuckles is his first trophy. I love it. Great. Moving on. July the 2nd on Monday. It's weird. I'm so used to it being on Monday. I gotta remember it's a day before. Falco. He's a talented aerial fighter with amazing jumping ability, but Falco is a bit slower on the ground. His final smash is an all-out attack using an unorthodox formation of R-Wings. I rarely touch the Star Fox characters. I guess Falco's probably the one I touch the most, so I don't doubt Falco's gonna be better than he was in Smash 4. His blaster seems faster, so that's good. His final smash, along with Fox and Wolf's, I think finally, I've been wanting them to use the R-Wings for a long time. I thought Falco would suit him the best for using the R-Wing as his final smash, and all the Star Fox characters are getting the R-Wings. I mean, it fits more than the Landmaster at this point, because Star Fox takes place with all the characters in their R-Wing, so it makes a lot of sense. So I love that final smash upgrade. I doubt I'm gonna touch Falco. I'm sure he's gonna be a decent fighter at least. I don't. He was relatively low. I think it was mid-tier in Smash 4. I may be underestimating him. I think he was mid-tier in Smash 4. I could be wrong. I gotta recheck tiers and such. But Falco, he has great aerial mobility. He's good in the air. His up B kind of is average. Like, he hits hard, but like he's not that high up there when it comes to tiers. I don't know. I think Falco's going to be a decent fighter overall. I just don't have too much of an opinion because I don't play that many Star Fox characters in Smash Brothers. And the next day, Tuesday, July the 3rd, you can now listen to City Trial on the official Smash website. So, let me just say right now, Mario, Pokemon, Sonic, Kid Icarus. Those 4 franchises I know to like almost its entire length. Almost its entire length for all 4 of those franchises. Kirby is not one of them. The only Kirby game I have played to some extensive length was Kirby Air Ride. So I know this song, and it sounds awesome. I love this song. It sounds so good. I feel so glad. I feel smart that I actually know this song because I played City Trial a lot with my friends whenever I brought my GameCube over or when I brought my GameCube to school back in high school. City Trial? Yes. Now we just need Smash Run. This is going to be the most played song on a lot of people's Switches. I guarantee it. That's all that's missing. We got the music. We got the City Trial music. All we need is Smash Run and we're good. I'm just wondering what this song's, like which stage this song's gonna be on, but I'm so glad. I love this remix. It sounds good. It sounds great. I love it. Love it. Moving on, we're still on July 3rd on Tuesday. Congo Falls from Melee. Face off against your foes atop a raft stuck at the edge of a waterfall. How well you utilize the rock jutting out at the bottom right can be the difference between victory or defeat. This stage looks amazing in HD, by the way. See, the first time I saw this in the E3, I didn't think it was Congo Jungle. It took me a while to realize it. And god damn, it looks so good. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to play more of the stage later on when this game comes out. I'm just excited to see the stage come back. The stage was up there. Arguably, this is one of the best Donkey Kong stages in Smash Bros. As a whole. Like, it's up there with Congo Jungle 64. I think it's up there with Jungle Japes. I don't know if it's better than Jungle Japes by most people. It's definitely better than Rumble Falls and 75M. Screw Rumble Falls. Jungle Hijinks was a good stage. There aren't that many Donkey Kong stages that are noteworthy now that I think about it. There's like maybe this, maybe Congo Jungle, but Jungle Hijinks was probably the best one. But it's good that this one is. Personally, I deem this the second best Donkey Kong stage. I like this stage. I got fond memories of this stage. The water, the rainbow, the barrel, the lighting, DK's house, the trees. Like, this stage looks gorgeous. And the next day, Wednesday, July 4th, Independence Day. Hope you guys had a happy Independence Day, by the way. Young Link. He's back after 17 years. Young Link is faster than Link, but he's also lighter, making him easier to launch. Okay, going back to the whole game knowledge thing, how I know Mario, Pokemon, Kid Icarus, and Sonic to a huge extensive length. So here's the thing, right? I knew nothing about Zelda. Oh, a little bit, but that's only because of Smash Brothers. Outside of Smash Bros, I know nothing about Zelda, alright? So back in 2016, nearly 2 years ago today, almost 2 years ago today, on my birthday, my best friend got me Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D for the 3DS, sat down, spent lots of hours on it, beat it. That was the only Zelda game I ever beat, ever finished. I almost 100%ed it, but that's the only Zelda game I ever sat down and finished. So I have a bigger connection with Young Link now than I would if I never played it. So I'm actually very satisfied with Young Link returning, because Ocarina of Time 3D is arguably one of my favorite 3DS games. Maybe my N64. I played it on 3DS, so it might be a little bit of a hot water to jump across, but Young Link, he's probably the closest we're gonna get to have Smash 4 Link, but like Young Link was based off Melee Ocarina of Time Link, so it's more so that Link than Smash 4 Link. The only thing that's the same thing with Smash 4 Link is that if you throw bombs at your opponent, the Young Link won't get damaged in the blast radius, just the opponent, just like Link in Smash 4. That's the only similarity those two share when it comes to Smash Ultimate, but otherwise, I think Young Link is going to be the closest we'll get to having Smash 4 Link in Ultimate, because Breath of the Wild Link has several differences that I think warrant him as like a fundamentally different Link than Smash 4 Link, with between the bombs, between the bows, between the boomerang, between some of his aerials, between his grab especially. Like, Breath of the Wild Link in this Smash game is definitely different from Smash 4 Link, and Young Link I think is going to be the closest to that. The only difference is this Link is going to be a lot lighter and easier to launch. Maybe he'll have higher knockback. See, the interesting thing is I wonder how closely he's going to be to Toon Link in terms of similarities, because Toon Link was essentially the replacement for Young Link in Brawl and Smash 4. You wonder how different those two are going to be from each other, because they're small, light versions of Link. Like, is Young Link going to deal more damage? Toon Link will just deal more knockback? It's weird. It also falls into that weird debate, like, how Echo characters are determined, because, like, Echo characters are basically just skins of other characters, just very slightly different. Like, I get why Dr. Mario isn't an Echo character. Same for Falco, same for Wolf. Definitely same for Ganondorf now that he has the sword. But Young Link and Link, though, Toon Link, excuse me. But between those two, it's weird. I don't know how to properly articulate it. It's weird. Like, how does that actually work? It's odd. But Young Link coming back after 17 years, I'm on board with this. I might even play around with him a little bit. I'm looking forward to it. We're still on July 4th, by the way. Today's item, the assist trophy, Crystal. In addition to attacking with her staff, Crystal also uses Ice Blast to freeze fighters. Don't underestimate her. That's another character to cross off on that list. Sorry, Crystal fans. Let's see. She was in Star Fox Assault. I think she was in Star Fox Command. Again, you're gonna have to bear with me because I don't know it. I know very little about Star Fox, so I know people want a Crystal in Smash for so long. I think it suits her having her upgraded from trophy to assist trophy, just like Knuckles did. And her attacking with her staff, using Ice Blast, I think it makes sense. I don't mind it. Granted, I'm not some hardcore Star Fox fan, so I wouldn't feel as passionate or as if Crystal deserved a lot more than some other people may have. Like, I'm okay with this. I don't mind Crystal as an assist trophy. Moving on to the next day, July 5th. It was Thursday. Today's fighter Pokemon trainer. The trainer returns with Squirtle, Ivysaur, Charizard. You could choose to play as male or female trainer. This is the last update of the week. Here's a weird thing when it comes to Pokemon trainer, right? So, with Smash 4, the reason Charizard was his own character in that game was because, like with the Ice Climbers, the 3DS couldn't handle, like, being able to swap out, like, 3 Pokemon at once and, like, program and develop all that. It was weird. The 3DS basically couldn't handle having Pokemon Trainer as his own character. That's why we got Charizard in his own slot, and I did not mind that. At the time, I preferred it. I didn't mind having Charizard as his own character in his own slot and just represent basically Pokemon Trainer, because back then I didn't know that was why he was cut. I still wouldn't mind it if the Pokemon didn't have their own slots today, but it's ironic and in a way hypocritical, because Pokemon Trainer I did mess with plenty back in Brawl, and I'm completely on board with him coming back in Smash Ultimate, because the concept between switching Pokemon mid-battle, it not only harkens back to the Pokemon series, I think it's an interesting idea, because Squirtle, you have a fast, light-hitting character who moves around a lot, is very agile. Ivysaur, he's somewhat on the heavier side, but he's relatively all-around. He has projectiles, he has a decent recovery, he's basically an all-arounder. Charizard's a heavyweight that deals a lot of damage, he's hard to move around, but he's combo food. I'm on board with Pokemon Trainer. I love that the Pokemon Trainer actually looks like Red from Pokemon Origins, or like the games. His design here reminds me of his Red from Pokemon Origins specifically, and I love it. I love his design here. And I love that they added the option to play as Leaf, the female trainer for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. That was a good idea. And all their costumes are based off the different the colors and outfits the Pokemon trainers wore throughout the series. Like, there's an outfit for, I'm gonna call him Red and the girl Leaf just to make it easier. There's an outfit for Red that's based off Gold from Pokemon Gold and Silver. There's an outfit for Leaf based off May from Pokemon Emerald. There's an outfit for Red based off Lucas for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And there's an outfit for Leaf based off Luna from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Like that sort of thing. Like, that I love. And it seems that Squirtle and Ivysaur are better than they were in Brawl. That's to be expected, but Squirtle, I know Squirtle's water gun got buffed. It spans across the entire platform of Battlefield, and it's so strong you can actually push people off stage. And thank God they're buffing the water pushing moves more than back in Brawl, because Mario's Flood, Squirtle's Water Gun, those moves were not good in Brawl at all. Mario's Flood was better in Smash 4, but it was still like one of Mario's worst moves. Sometimes it would be good. It's decent for edgeguarding, but it's easy to recover when it comes to Smash 4. But now with Ultimate, I think Mario's Flood and Squirtle's Water Gun are finally going to become viable edgeguard options, because recovering is going to be quintessential to the competitive scene, like I said in last week's weekly discussion. And Squirtle's Water Gun seems to be better than Mario's Flood, because it spans across the whole battlefield of Battlefield, the main platform. And it's strong enough to push enemies off screen, off stage. Like, I'm gonna be using that shit all the time. Are you kidding me? And Ivysaur, I messed with Ivysaur and Charizard more than I did Squirtle and Brawl. Ivysaur, I loved using his Bullet Seed attack, and now it has a finishing explosion. I think Ivysaur is going to be a better Pokemon overall. I know they buffed Charizard. And here's two interesting things. Number one, if you guys didn't know, back in Brawl, Pokemon Trainer had a stamina mechanic, to where if you used a certain Pokemon for a longer period of time, they would do less knockback and less damage. They would essentially get tired. And I did not know that until this E3. I did not know they had a stamina mechanic. And now they're getting rid of that, so that's a good thing. And number two, because down B is how you swap through Pokemon. Pokemon changes their down B. That's how you switch through Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. Charizard completely loses his Rock Smash because of it. And that kind of sucks for Charizard mains, because Rock Smash, in my opinion, I thought Rock Smash was a good move. Like, it has super armor, it does good on shield damage. If done correctly, you do a lot of damage. You do like around 30% damage with Rock Smash. It was a good move. I thought it was a good move. It's at least decent, but they buffed Charizard's other moves too to compensate. Flare Blitz is stronger. It does more shield damage, it does more knockback, it does more damage. 4 Glory Link mains are going to migrate to Pokemon Trainer just for Charizard and his Flare Blitz, because as if people didn't like spamming Charizard's side B already. Oh boy. But they made Charizard slightly better, or at least to compensate for losing Rock Smash. They made Ivysaur better, they made Squirtle better. I'm definitely going to mess around with Pokemon Trainer again. I loved Pokemon Trainer back in Brawl. I didn't mind Charizard having his own slot. I preferred it. I'm not saying I'm against Pokemon Trainer taking up a slot, like, not at all. I kind of like the idea of having all 3 Pokemon in their own slots just to make it easier. Although it would make competitive, like, it would make Pokemon Trainer mains interesting, especially those who were like the better Pokemon Trainer mains, because say you got a handle on all 3 Pokemon, you can make some insane combos and strings just from switching out different Pokemon at different times. Although if you spam Pokemon Change over and over, you lose invincibility frames. So you're going to have to be a little bit more strategic, and it's not going to be that easy. Though, if you got a handle of Charizard, and if you're, like, hot off Brawl, I don't think you're going to have too many worries when it comes to Pokemon Trainer. Especially if you're coming off Brawl, because Stamina's gone. I'm completely for Pokemon Trainer coming back. I like it. I love it, as a matter of fact. I'm going to mess around with him a lot. And just like Sonic, just like Young Link, I'm going to mess around with so many characters on this roster. Oh my god. I messed around with at least half the roster when it's Smash 4. I'm definitely going to mess around with more than half of these guys in Smash Ultimate. It's going to be insane. This Christmas is going to be so good. I swear to God, guys. Like, damn. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. I have a small feeling I'm going to miss an update if there is going to be one later today on Saturday the 7th. So, maybe I'll cover it in a comment, or maybe I'll do like a small little update video just to squeeze that in later on. So, hopefully, but I don't know. If I miss an update, I'll let you guys know. But I think this is all this week had. I was interested more in this week than the other weeks because, like, Sonic, of course it's a franchise like I've known for a long time now, but he's a character I've gotten a hold of, like, relatively extensively in Smash 4. I'd say he's one of my best known characters, like, up there with Mario. So, maybe, like, well, not maybe, I'm definitely gonna pick him up. Like, I'm interested in him. I'm interested in the fact that Knuckles is an assist trophy. Falco I'm not too interested in. I'm interested that City Trial got remixed for this game. I like Congo Falls. I'm interested in Young Link now that I actually know Ocarina of Time. I don't care too much about Crystal, and I am interested in Pokemon Trainer. Like, this week catered more to me and my interests and whatnot, rather than the other weeks. Like, that's the thing. So, I think this week's probably my favorite week, if we're not counting the first week, because of the fact that it's a new Smash game. But I'd say this is up there as one of my favorite weekly updates. But let me know what you guys thought down below. What do you guys think of this week? Did you like what we got? Are you interested in picking up Falco, Sonic, Young Link, or Pokemon Trainer, Squirtle, Ivysaur, Charizard? How do you feel about Crystal and Knuckles as assist trophies? And Congo Falls, City Trial. I better see some comments on the City Trial music. Because you know me with my video game music. I love that shit. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next week for my next weekly update discussion for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And hopefully I get those analyses done. I'm so sorry, guys. Stay super.